That's not on me. Traffic, you're really going to interrupt the judge that's getting ready to give you fines and costs? Amazon's obviously got a great business model, but I don't think every other driver on the road should have to put up with the bullshit. That is one of my major pet peeves is delivery trucks that park in the travel lane. Get another job if you can't live with that. All right, you know what? You continue to argue. So
An Amazon driver was in court today for blocking traffic, and Judge Oakley didn't hold back. Came down hard on the driver, surprising everyone with his decision. What do you think? Was the judge too tough, or did the driver have it coming? Let me know your thoughts as you follow along. Personally, I feel like Judge Oakley might have gone a bit overboard this time, but you can tell me if you see it differently. Let's take a look at how the judge gave this driver a serious reality check for what he did. In court, the judge asked the officer, "Did you see all 4 of my tires outside the line?" The officer responded, "Yes."
And Mr. Scott, are you ready for your formal hearing today?
Yeah.
All right. And the people? All right. Your appearance for Van Buren Township. All right. Let's get started. Officer, come on up. Watch your step on my incline ramp. Raise your right hand for me. Swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
Settle in. When you're ready, Ms. Manorino.
Officer, can you state your name for the record, please?
Officer Ryan Berry, Van Buren Township Police.
And you're employed as a police officer there?
Correct.
How long have you been so employed?
Going on 17 years.
Are you currently assigned to any particular unit within the police department?
Patrol division.
Prior to being in patrol, were you assigned to any particular unit within the police department?
Several. Canine unit, traffic unit, accident investigation.
So based on your investigation of the scene on December 10th that afternoon, did you make draw any conclusions about how the accident?
Yeah, I believe the driver of the Amazon vehicle was partially on or across the white line in the northbound travel lane and the approximate cause of the collision.
And that's based on your measurements of the roadway and the size of the Amazon vehicle. It wasn't possible for the Amazon vehicle to be on the shoulder and be completely out of the roadway.
If the Amazon vehicle was on the shoulder, it would have been in the ditch. It would have, if it was on the outside of the white line, it would have been leaned over in the ditch.
And you didn't observe the vehicle, the Amazon delivery vehicle to be in that condition?
No.
I did nothing further than the officer.
Mr. Scott, do you have any questions for this officer?
Did you see all 4 of my tires outside of the white line?
No, I did not.
My know that was, all 4 tires were, like he said, it was the ditch. Anything more up, I was roll over the ditch, but I don't have any more.
With respect to the form, I don't know if that was a question or a statement from.
I think it was a question and then a statement. So no questions at this time.
I have a question. You said that the driver, said his, driver assist shifted it over to cause the accident essentially?
Correct. But you were still the proximate cause of the accident, being across the line, obstructing the traffic.
If you said that was one of our rooms for me to be over to the side, I'm just, what am I supposed to do?
You can't park in the road. You can't stop them.
I wasn't parked technically, I was driving, I was trying to make a turn.
Okay. This is Q&A. I'm going to give you plenty of time to argue, but this is Q&A. So do you have any, did he answer that question?
I did. The judge continued. Questioning, the driver said his assist system was on, right?
Do you have any other questions? Okay. Any rebuttal?
No.
You stepped out. Any other witnesses from the people?
Not the driver, the board.
All right. Do you have any witnesses?
I don't.
Okay. Would you like me to hear your story?
Yeah.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth? All right, go ahead.
So they said approximately around 2 o'clock. I was doing a delivery. It was pretty busy traffic. So I parked over the shoulder as far as I could. Like you stated earlier, there's really no more room for me to be over without being rolled over the ditch. As I was leaving traffic to tag, I was waiting to make a turn essentially. Like, let's say the house is right here. I'm a little bit up here, so I was waiting to like go in and back in, but it'd be easier. The flow of traffic was pretty good. But I mean, flowing traffic is still kind of moving, like people can still go this way to this way, maybe about 10 cars. Then God may have been like 13th car every time, like you said, over and then kind of veered over at the last second, so, that's pretty much what
Do you have any questions for Mr. Scott?
No, Your Honor, I don't.
Any rebuttal witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
I'm ready for argument.
Your Honor, the testimony from Mr. Scott and from Officer Barry is consistent that there wasn't room essentially on what would be the shoulder of the road for the vehicle to be stopped, and because of that, the vehicle was in the roadway at a time when there was traffic in both lanes, and because of that, there was a collision. It's clear that Mr. Scott was impeding traffic when he actually found it.
What's the charge? I don't even know that.
Sorry, it's impeding traffic from the accident.
Okay, thank you. Argument.
I don't feel like I was responsible because the driver just tipped them over and like 15 cars successfully passed me while I was waiting to make the turn. So I didn't know what else am I supposed to do in this scenario.
Pull in the driveway.
Well, I couldn't, it was like, it was so busy and I was trying to back into the drive.
You know what? I live on a private road, and I've gotten letters from delivery services that say they won't deliver to my house because my trees are too low. So if there's no safe way to deliver that package, then your company should communicate with that consumer that says we can't deliver to you.
So I was simply waiting to get in the drive. I was trying to back.
But you were impeding traffic while you were waiting to do that. And brother, your tough luck. That is one of my major pet peeves is delivery trucks that park in the travel lane and everybody else has got to accommodate them because they're trying to deliver packages.
All 4 tires were open.
Get another job if you can't live with that.
But even so, you were still the reason for the accident because you crossed the line and blocked traffic. Do you agree with that? The driver tried to respond, but the judge reminded him, "This is the question and answer part. You'll get your chance to explain soon." By the way, if you enjoy content like this, feel free to like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Now, let's get back to the case. Honestly, I think Judge Oakley was a little too harsh here. What do you think? Sure, the driver was blocking traffic, but delivery drivers already have a tough job, especially in crowded city areas where parking is nearly impossible. We've all been there, stuck behind a delivery truck when we're in a hurry, but let's be real, these folks are out. They're working hard in all kinds of weather so we can enjoy the convenience of home delivery. Think about it, climbing up 5 flights of stairs in the heat for a tiny tip. So, if you're a delivery driver watching this, I see you and I appreciate you. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying the judge was completely wrong. Just saying drivers deserve more respect, even when they make mistakes, usually.
It's when I'm driving down the road, it's not my problem if the delivery truck in front of me doesn't know how to back in a driveway or pull in a driveway or doesn't have some other way to get their package in there. That's not on me. Traffic, you're really going to interrupt the judge that's getting ready to give you fines and costs?
I was trying to back the judge over.
Okay. And while you were trying to back in the driveway, you were impeding traffic because people had to go around you because you were blocking the travel lane. That's impeding. That's the classic definition of impeding traffic.
Still passing normal.
But they had to pass. They had to go into the other travel lane to get what direction were you headed?
I'm not sure, maybe north. I don't know. Correct.
All right. And the people that were going the same direction you were going, they had to get into the oncoming traffic lane to get past you, didn't they? Not all of them, some of them. You're impeding traffic. Classic definition of impeding traffic. And once again, Amazon's obviously got a great business model, but I don't think every other driver on the road should have to put up with the bullshit. I'm actually excited to finally get an impeding traffic ticket issued on an Amazon driver because I've been putting up that stuff for years and I don't see where it ever happens.
I just don't see what I'm supposed to do in this scenario.
It doesn't matter. I got a perfect example for you. I had a young man on Zoom today. He stole food because he had to feed his 2 kids and he had no other options. Does that make the stealing of the food less illegal? It's exactly the same scenario. All right, you know what? You continue to argue. So the suspended fines and costs just became $250. Pay it today. Goodbye.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I gotta have something to write on though.
Give you my copy of the judge, if I may.
Don't let that man leave this building without paying my cashier.
Thank you, Judge.
Like watching Judge Oakley's hearings. They're interesting. But this time, it felt like he was being unfair. The driver was just trying to explain, and the judge acted like he had something personal against Amazon. If I were the driver, I might have asked for a different judge if I felt there was bias. Judges are supposed to be neutral. It's part of our right to a fair trial. And let's not forget delivery drivers deal with long hours, huge delivery demands, and not much job protection. They often don't get overtime pay because they're treated as independent contractors. So yes, the driver might have been wrong for blocking traffic, but that doesn't mean the judge should treat him like a criminal. Anyway, that's my take. What do you think? Was Judge Oakley fair, or did he overreact? Thanks so much for watching, and take care.